What's happening? The Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, we finna talk about the Cowboys' top concerns going into 2022, man. It's a lot of unknowns, it's a lot of questions that need to be answered. You know, I'm usually glass half full guy, but it is a few concerns and unknowns that we need to go over, and hopefully they work themselves out before the next season. Coming in at number 5, the cornerback position, you know, with Kevin Joseph, boss man Fat, going through some legal issues or whatever. It's really up in the air what type of situation he might be in, so we don't know if he gonna be there the whole year. We don't know if he gonna get suspended. It's a lot of things that we don't know about that situation, so it's gonna be a dark cloud hanging over our head for probably the whole season until something happens. So then you gotta look at AB, you know, Anthony Brown. We been wanting anybody to come and take his job, but you know, he's been hanging tough. He's been sitting there and just doing what he need to do. He is a solid veteran and he been just hanging tough. But you know, we did draft a lot of these young corners to come in and man that position. So that's a big concern going into 2022. We got a solidified star at corner in Trayvon Diggs, but the second cornerback position really with Jordan Lewis, Anthony Brown, it's just a collection of Jags, you know, just guys basically. And we need to see what happens in 2022. Okay, coming at number 4, we got CeeDee Lamb. He's very low on this list because, in my opinion, I'm not too concerned, but you do have to put him on here because it's a lot of unknowns. We haven't seen him be a number 1 receiver and be a main guy on an NFL team. He was always the main guy in Oklahoma, but he's never been that guy in the NFL. And he's had Amari Cooper, he's had Michael Gallup, and with MG being out early in the year, it's gonna be his show. So you got a rookie in Jalen Tolbert. We gonna find out a lot about CeeDee Lamb. No team's kind of smart on defense, so they gonna double team him, and he gonna have to beat these top tier cornerbacks one-on-one. That's gonna be what he gonna have to do for us to be successful. And Kellen Moore is gonna have to scheme him open. So that's a big concern going into 2022, man. We don't know how Kellen Moore is gonna utilize him, but we do know that we gonna need CeeDee Lamb big time next year. And coming in at number 3, in my opinion, is the 2021 rookie class. You know, we got a sensational player, maybe a generational player in Micah Parsons, but basically the other guys that was in that draft class, like Kevin Joseph, like Nahshon Wright, like Oso Digizua, you know, Chauncey Golston, all those guys really have yet to show us something we can just hang our hat on and something we can be happy or excited about in the future. And some of it's not their fault, but some of it is. And we need to really figure out who these players is, get them the opportunities and get them the snaps so we can really start to make out what kind of players they is. Nahshon Wright was taken in the 3rd round last year and he barely got snaps last year. So hopefully those players can step up. Him, Oso Digizua had a decent rookie campaign, but hopefully we can see him take a 2nd-year jump. Nahshon Wright needs to even get on the field at least. Chauncey Golston needs to get a bigger role too. He don't have to earn that behind Sam Williams and, you know, Dante Fowler Jr. So it's some big question mark for this 2021 rookie class outside of Michael Parsons. So let's move to number 2. We got the linebacker position. We sticking it out with LVE, you know, the Wolf Hunter, so we gonna have to see what he got to offer this year. You know, he always got some kind of nagging injury. Hopefully he can sustain, you know, playing time for the rest of the year because we gonna need him. We don't have too much depth at all at the linebacker position. And we drafted Damon Clark, somebody who probably more than likely gonna have to wait till next year to play for real. We did get the linebacker out of Oklahoma State, Devin Harper. Hopefully he can contribute some kind of way, but you know, it is a mystery when it comes to the linebacker position. We got Jabril Cox, but we don't really know how he's gonna look in a starring role when we depended on him. So it's a lot of high hopes and he got a lot of potential. But one of the biggest question marks on him coming out was how he can play the run, and we will see that. We do play some dominant running games this year, so he's gonna have to lace up his boots and, you know, be ready for war, man. So that's a big concern of mine going into 2022. And in my opinion, the biggest concern of the year is the health of Michael Gallup. Without Michael Gallup, this team has a barely above average wide receiving core. We definitely need MG back healthy. We need him back at the top of his game. And I believe this team really changed its mentality and strategy. I believe we probably gonna run the ball more early in the year because we playing some high-power offenses like Tampa and the Bengals and the Rams. Hopefully MG come back sooner than later, because if not, we could possibly struggle if Kellen Moore acts like he don't understand and how to be an intelligent OC or a competent OC. We could be in trouble with some bad play calling and some bad scheming if he's trying to depend on the passing game too much. So that's all I got for you today, man. Just holla at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on all social media, man. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.